Welcome everybody, and how's everybody doing today? Today we're going to take a look at the new DLC that just was released, Plains and Prairies. So let's get started. Let's see what we go in the large tractors first. Let's get all these out that are here. I got enough money today. Let's just kind of line them all up and let's take a look at them. All right, let's see here. The Versatile. Okay, what's next? Ford. Right, and that one. Burn through this money. So, how's it going out there? Definitely a warmer day for us. It's been in the upper 70s. We had rain yesterday all day. I was out on the farm and we actually got our meeting in without getting wet, which was pretty amazing. It kind of went around us. I think I bought this one. Let's make sure. Let's see this one. It's kind of a weird look. I've never seen that one in real life, that's for sure. Doesn't even tell you what year it was made. It really doesn't. All right, let's see here. And then the last one. Okay. Let's take a look at these. All right. So we have the Versatile 530. Getting the cab view. Let's see what we have all in here. Pretty modern. Get rid of that. Like I said, I've never been in a Versatile at all, so I couldn't exactly tell you. Pretty decent looking machine. 530 horse, I think that was. I think let's see what the options were on it. As we look at this one, the Delta Track 530, you can get the 580, 620. Okay, so it's the 620 means it's 665 horsepower. The 580 is 638. And the 530 is 583. So the number really doesn't correlate to the horsepower like it is on most modern tractors. Let's see here. Wide and narrow tracks. There we go. So this Big Roy, let's see here. That'll be the next one we look at. This one's 600 horse. Let's take a look at this thing. Looks like it's got, I wonder if they just generically have the same inside in there. It kind of looks that way, guys, because I don't know how old this machine is. Let me actually Google it quick. Big Roy Versatile. Let's see what it says. Big Roy Versatile, because it's streaming. I can't use. It's like Big Roy. See how many more made. Never. This has never been manufactured. So this model, which we get out, I can find the right button here. Was in the wrong tractor too. That's why. So this one was. Let's see here. Does it actually have a number? So according to Google, this tractor was never made. There is only one in existence. That is interesting. But I'm double checking that. I might be wrong. Let me see. Take a look at the picture. Okay, it was designed and built. It was aimed at the Australian market. So just in 1977. Let me see here. So the 1080. Let's double check this. Make sure what was the model on this one. Yep, the 1080. It was never made. There's only one in existence. So double check my Google to make sure. But there you go, guys. So first time they ever had the tractor. Now it's in the game. All right, so yeah, let's see how this thing drives. Nice. Unique. Oh yeah, definitely old school 70s cab. That's sweet. Did it actually have a TV monitor for the hitch? No way. That is way cool. All right, let's take a look at another one. Let's see here what we also have on the list here. So we have the 1156 Versatile. Let's take a look at the horsepower. Let's see what we got here. So, doesn't look like it comes in any other sizes. So this is just... There's no other models, actually. It's just 1156 at 470. Take a look at the cab. Oh, yeah, definitely classic. No electronics. Look at that. Such old school. Sweet. All right, let's take a look. And I would imagine the Ford here is just the Ford version of that. I would imagine the inside might be a little bit different. So there they went with some of the digital stuff on there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else is there. Let's go to the next one. All right, so now we have the 976 at horsepower. I probably would be about 400, I'm guessing. Let's see if I'm close. No, 365. I was wrong. You can actually... Can you do a front weight? Oh, they're underneath the tractor where the weights go. Okay. Additional weights. I wonder where the additional weights go. Oh, in the back. All right, you can really weigh this tractor down. All right. Take a look in the cab. Let's see what we got in here. Just like the other one, it kind of looks the same. I'm just wondering if you can actually see underneath the steering wheel, if you get the right angle to see what it says power shift. All right, so let's go to the next one, which is the Ford version of that. And this one will have... Oh, okay, so this one has the same interior as that one. Huh. The other Ford has like a old school digital 80s version. All right. And we have a small, kind of looks like, I hate to say this, but it kind of has that lower front end of a Deere. The John Deere has that lower front end. Let's see see if the horsepower represents what's on the tractor itself. Let's take a look. And yes, it does. So you can go all the way up to 365. And then let's take a look in the cab. There we go. We got more of the digital, what you see in modern tractors. So that's pretty cool. All right. Pull that one ahead. All right. Let's take a look what else is in this pack. I'm going to see if I can actually do this by DLC. I don't think it can. No. Be nice if you could category it by DLCs. In the menu here, I don't think there's any medium-sized tractors at all, but I can take a look. Nope. All right. Let's see here. Semi-trailer, I thought, is this where they're going to put you up right here? This is the one that I want to use. All right, let's take a look at this one. Buy a truck quick. Did we get an extra truck in this pack too? Yes, we did. So here's the semi-truck that came with it. And we can go up to 515 for horsepower. Let's see what kind of cabs comes with it. I can have a sleeper, Sky Rise sleeper, and then the day cab. Nice. So let's buy that. All right. Let's find that truck. Let's take a look at the function of this thing, which I think is good. What I was seeing was pretty cool. All right, let's see here. I don't know if we can unload it with. Will it actually have access to this land? So let's buy this piece of land so we can do stuff with it. All right. All right. Okay, let's see here. Don't know if it'll lift up without having something in it, but let's put something in it. Let's fill. What I am going to use it for is probably lime. Let's see. There's limestone. Where's lime? All right. Whoa. All right. So I completely just... But I thought, how does this... Ah, there we go, guys. That's what I was looking for. Look at that. Now I can put it in a spreader, which I can get... I don't know if I did. I probably didn't activate that spreader on this one, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's take a look what else we can buy. All right. Let's see, is there any other stuff that came with this? Nope, not there. I thought we had some equipment. Let me see here. Does this? All right. Yes, we do. Right here. We'll buy that. Take a look at that. That's pretty huge. Looks like a tool that I can use on my farm if I want to use weeds. I've been plowing everything and I don't get weeds, so we got that one. Let's take a look. What else? Is there any cultivators that came with this pack? Doesn't look that way. No plows. All right, let's see any seeders that would have came with. Yep. Here's the big dog. I think I had this in 22. Or was it 19? Might have been 19. See tanks. There it is. This always makes course play mess up because it can't back these up. All right, what else is in here? Do we get a? Oh yeah, cool. So we do have a planter too. Take a look at that. Okay. What else was there? Slurry tanker. I know there was a slurry tanker in here. There's two of them. Let's take a look at that. And how much does this hold? 21. Okay, what's this one hold? 35. Okay. Buy that. All right, let's take a look to make sure I have all the equipment on there. Let's see here. Making sure. All right, let's see. Making sure I got all the equipment. Should have 21 items. Well, there was a medium tractor I missed too, so we bought this one. We should have 21 vehicles out when we're all said and done here. Whoops. So there was a. Why? How did I miss this one? There it is. So this one can go up to 210. So we'll buy that one. Okay, so we have that. We got all the tractors. We have the truck. Oh, we have a Brent. Oh, that's my favorite. Let's see. Let's take a look at that one. For a grain cart. That one when I need a big dog to pull too. So let's go to the auger wagons. Yeah, I'm gonna need the 500 horse Fendt that I got to pull this thing. And that'll hold 88. Actually, I think I seen this model at the Louisville Farm Show. So we got that. Okay. I got that. I got that. I got that. We need the sprayer. There's two sprayers actually. Hair broom applicator. And we'll have a front end loader. I don't have to show that one. But let's take a look here. Let's get the sprayers. Sprayers. Let's see here. So we have the new Fendt. Buy that. Actually seen, if you look closely at my starting 5 minutes, I do have one of these in the background when I was looking at the Massey Ferguson tractor. All right, so we have that. Let's see. I thought there was. Is it a fertilizer spreader? Yes, it is. Now here's the one where somebody should mod this so that we can get Lime to go through here. They asked the question at when they did the YouTube, and I think it was on Twitch too, when they were showing off the DLC on Monday morning. Said that these can't take Lime, and I forgot to ask yesterday when I was at that farming meeting if that's true. If you can't put Lime through these. Probably can't. All right, so we got that. All right. So now we have all the equipment except for the front end loader. I don't. So we have 20 pieces of equipment out here, and these are. Oh, you've got to lower that down to be able to drive it, huh? Hey, KW, how you doing? So busy here. I didn't see you in chat there. How you doing? There. Get back to watching chat. Let's lower this truck trailer down. There we go. Oh. We can empty this because I know it won't take Lime, so let's just empty. All right. Now let's put solid fertilizer in. There we go. Solid fertilizer. And we'll get, where's that track? There we go. Didn't do this one. We'll use this one for now. Wait. No, I want to see how this actually works. So let's get out and get in here. Let's raise this up. Open cover is now Z, huh? That's cool. You can hear the tarp rolling. All right, so we got that. Let's go to this one here. Do the same thing. You got to really listen to this. This is kind of cool. Let's see it. So now open cover is in on this one. Nice. So let's see here. See how this works here. We'll get behind it. There we go. Cool. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's get the booms out. See how cool this thing looks with the. Oh, so it just so you can actually see the little particles of fertilizer. That's pretty cool. I could have swore that you could get Lyman working in one of these, but I could be wrong. I mean, not the expert, but that's pretty cool. All right, so that's the fertilizer spreader. All right, this is what I was waiting for. I'm going to do all my spraying and that with this. But I think, let's see here, can I... No, you can't. You'll have to go in there. I think this can be a... Look at the options on this. We can put a fertilizer spreader on this too, I think. Oh, that's a pretty long boom. Nice. All right. Gotta check on something here. No text message. All right, let's... Kind of too late after the thing after I'm already standing on the ground. All right, let's take a look at this. So this could be the sprayer, FERT. That's an Air Max system. So this is just a regular, what's the 20 meters. You go here and you get 21 meters and back to the sprayer. So we already know how the Air Max, let's take a look at this one. Let's customize. Now you're just a fertilizer spreader, which is pretty cool. Now here is where they probably should have made this a lime spreader too. Oh, so this one's got the tarp rolling. That's cool. All right. You can't perform that there. Okay, well, let's see if I can perform that right here. That won't let me. All right. Don't think I got auto drive in here, which I don't. I think we'll do is we'll test the manure slurry out on my farm when we go back to Uncharted after we take this over here. I never really looked. But I wonder if this one actually would do lime. We'll have to see once. See if it'll fill lime. Next time it'll take lime. I wish it would, Billy, take lime now. Yeah, because it's a DLC and it can't take lime yet. I don't know why they wouldn't have made this one just take lime, though. I can understand maybe the air system one, but this one should have definitely taken lime. How you doing, Billy? Yeah, like I said, I didn't ask last night. I wish I would have. What people use for lime spreading? Because, like I said, around by me, we don't have a deficiency in lime. All right, just a normal broadcast. Okay. So let's just empty it and then just try something. All right. Let's fill it this time and see what it'll show. Solid. Yep, that's the only fill type. Darn it. Yeah, Billy, I'm doing really good. Got to go through a whole soil guy from our county to the north of us came out and was explaining how to crimp down what we should do with rye once it gets to a certain stage as a cover crop and you're planting into the rye. So it's pretty good. I learned a lot last night too. Learn something new about every time I go to these. All right, so that's that for this. So yeah, I really want to use it for. I'll probably get this one on my farm and use it for fertilizer, and the other one that I have right now will be my lime spreader, the Hercules. But I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get a lime spreader, considering that precision farming, you have to put lime down, otherwise you don't get a good score. So if you guys got any other questions, feel free to ask. But about the new DLC, I'll show it when I go into my game save. Stream might go a little shorter today, depending on if my cousin wants to come over and look at the game. So what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I seen a bunch of old John Deere tractors on there. I've seen mod up today. Yes. So what I'm planning in about 2 weeks is they have a conservation for the group of farmers in our county at our breakfast on the farm. We have every June on either Saturday or Sunday, and they have a booth there, and we're going to set up Farming Simulator 25 and see if we can bring the kids over and see if the parents come too to bring more people to our booth. So I'm gonna demo the game and see if we can get more kids hooked on this besides us old timers here. Did you actually get one released? Hold on. Now you got me curious, Billy. I just did go through the whole thing. I just kind of... Let me take a look. What do you got, Billy? What am I missing here? I'm not seeing anybody that... Page 2. I'm on page 2. No way. You actually got... That is so cool, guys. Take a look what Billy did. He got his storages on here. Sweet. Good job, Billy. How long was that sitting in the queue for you? How many months? And be honest. Good job. 2 months? Nice. That is insane, the way, how long it takes for a mod to get through. Wow. Good job. Awesome. All right, let's see here. What was I doing? I got to get everything turned back on here. All right, so this guy's got to turn on up here. That's got to get turned on. He's got to get back to finding the... Well, we won't turn that one on yet. Let's get the harvester on first. All right, let's turn this one on. Of course, play up. The only problem when you get out of your game save and you have everything running is to go and turn everything back on. All right. He'll go out to the... Yeah, he's going to go around this building and he's going to hit the building again. I guarantee it. He did it the last time. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a different head start here. We're going to turn him this way and see if he can find the combine this way. There you go. All right. Let's get the baler going here. I finally made a decision. I was going to sell my my straw. So the easiest way to sell straw is you might as well bale it and then go sell it. So I got that. All right, so let's see here. I got that. What else do I have going? Oh, yes. Stagger and plowing. And once again, I keep forgetting to figure out the headlands on this, so that'll be my next project. We'll see. This guy's got to come back. And I'm hoping we can get a lot done before it starts raining again. Otherwise, I'll be cutting wood again. All right, let's get this guy in here and I need my rock picker. In my luck, I think it's in this shed. Let's see. Yeah, the rock picker's in here. Thank you there, Billy. On YouTube. All right. Oh, what was I? Oh, that's right. I needed to do. Hold on. Forgot. We got to do some hoeing. Get the. I really should sell some of the small equipment that I had. They're gonna need the money anyway. Yeah, we got like I went to the Brown County Breakfast on the Farm, which was pretty cool. On Sunday, I got to talk to the farmer. Well, one of the farmers that own it. I think it was one of the younger kids. I call him a kid. He's probably in his 30s, but he was explaining to me the new planter they just bought. Talked to him for a little bit. Then they had the autonomous John Deere tractor out there, just as a demo, just sitting there. It doesn't have a lick of dust on it, so I don't know if it's even been in the field yet. I don't know if I'm too sure if I want a tractor like this driving around in the field without anybody in it. Don't know if I want to see that yet. All right. And I might go to two of them this weekend, but they're on both Saturday and Sunday, but they're not close. I'll drive an hour. I don't know if I want to drive more than an hour. There's a lot of them that are about 2.5, 3 hours away, either the northern part of my state or the southern part of my state, closer to Illinois. But But a lot of them all on the same day. The ones that are close all have to be on the same day. So can only go to one. All right, so I don't want to do that. Let's get Courseplay going here. It said it should work here. It said medium weeds, so hoeing should work here. Let's get this going here. Oh, look at that. Weeds be gone. Yeah, it was something. Skynet's everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that yet. I don't know what it is. I think most farmers would tell you that they didn't start farming to have their tractors drive themselves. They rather be in the cab. So, don't know how if you want. I don't know. I just like I said. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable having that. Also was told too that dust is its enemy. All of a sudden, dust will clog up the sensors or that, and it ain't moving anymore. It'll shut down. And guess what's in everybody's field if it's dry enough to do stuff? Dust. All right, so we got that going. Got that going. Got the baler going. We got that going here. These parsnips done. Right, so we're sitting pretty good here. Let's go take a look at my animals. I have to go through there and see how everything is doing. I got a lot of young ones here. 1 month old. A lot. Just gotta hope for that they can fix this so that I can use realistic weather and be able to take animals to the butcher shop. Right now I cannot do that. Under these 7 months. At least the health is good again. There was an issue with the mod that all the animals weren't healthy. Alright. Yeah. I have a lot of bacon. Yeah, there's I don't even... I know he said he put a ability. I wonder if that's by the shed itself. Oh, let's take a look. All right. Because AERO said he added ability to export data now out of the game. Can bring in a virtual farmer together. You have to understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, most of us, even myself, who came from a farming background, there is so much information and knowledge that you need to do the farm that I don't know. Bringing in a virtual farmer would be cool, but they have to have the knowledge too. Like I said earlier in my stream, I'm learning so much by going to these conservation groups and actually physically, like I planted soybeans this year through a cover crop of rye. I would never have thought I'd been able to do that. Correct, Ebone. I can't disagree with that. I think if you want to get, we're already there that literally all you have to do is sit in the tractor and the tractor will drive your field for you. I mean, it's already there. I mean, they do it every day. I talked to the guy that at that breakfast on the farm, and I asked him about how his GPS and everything works, and they map out their fields with their gator, and then all they have to do is when they go to that certain field, dial in your width of your planter, and away you go. And you would check working on electric. Well, I can't disagree with that. I mean, if the technology was there to make a battery that didn't weigh as much and actually could get recycled, you know, if it did wear out, I mean, the battery technology isn't there yet for electric vehicles. Let's be totally honest. That's we're still probably, I don't know, we're probably still about 10 to 20 years before we'll get a decent battery. In my opinion, I just don't think the technology is there yet. Plus, we don't have the infrastructure to switch over to everybody to have electric cars and vehicles. It just isn't there. So he said he was going to put a button in here, but where would he put the button though? Don't I have the monitors on? Oh, I thought I had the monitors on this pig barn. But yeah, I'm not against electric vehicles. I'm just against the fact that we're moving way too fast before the technology is there yet, in my personal opinion. All right, so. All right, so we got that going, that pin, that monitor. Let's see, do we have the chickens going? Yep, monitor there. We can apply the monitor to that one. All right, so weird. I wonder where he put that button to. Let me take it out of there and actually use it in Excel. He did say edited. I seen it in a release, but where? It says here. Edit export to button. Export to CV button. Where would he have put that? I wonder if it's in settings. Oh, right here. So let's take a look and see. Okay, so that's the button. Just sent it away. I'll have to do that later and see if in Excel it actually puts the data in a little bit better and I can figure out which animals are what without spending all the time to go through it. Nice. Knew it had to be there somewhere. All right, let's take a look here. Hey, Mr. Yellow 71, how you doing? And welcome. Let's see here. Hayfield 3, are we ready for harvest here? Yes, we are. I know it's going to rain, though. I'm going to wait for that one. And plus, I got linseed to harvest, but I am just waiting. Let's take a look at precision farming. So I'm up to 67. I don't understand why these two fields are harvested and I didn't. The score didn't go up on them. Because anything else that I've actually harvested, like this one too, didn't go up. That one I don't understand, unless because, whoops. It's got some of that one, some of that one. That could be because they're multi-fields. Yeah, they're probably because once I harvest the other ones, we should be fine. All right, let's see what we got going here yet. The highest you've gotten is 80. Well, I'm hoping to hit 80. That's kind of my goal for the year. We'll see. See how that goes. All right. So we got that one going. Yeah, this one's still got almost 3 hours of harvest time left. Yikes. All right. Waiting there. He's flying through his field. Good. I don't know if this is really, truly going to increase my... Let's see what it says here. 110. Oh, wow. That really did increase that. Just by going through the weeds. Good. Should get another good harvest of spinach. Now that I can remember, you can do 2 of them. I kind of messed that up the first time through. So this is only the second time I've planted spinach, and the first time I forgot that you get 2 crops of spinach, and I actually plowed it under after I got done with it the first time. Yikes. All right, let's see here. What else was I doing? So this one's getting ready here. Virtual Farmer coming in with a raid, and he just got spammed for something. Thank you for the raid there at 26 viewers. Welcome. How was your stream? Thank you for the shout out there, Billy. How's it going? Oh no, and it's raining. Gosh darn it, now I gotta go out and turn everything off. I knew that was gonna happen. Let's see if we can get through this pretty quick, guys. Thank you for the follow there. Rayco001, welcome. If you got any questions about Courseplay Auto Drive or any of the mods you see on my screen here, let me know. Give you a quick description and what everything does. He's gonna park it for now. They're parked for now. We gotta stop bailing because it's raining. And what else do I have going? The plow can stop too because he's gonna get stuck if I don't continue the rain. Here, let's stop him. All right. So, see what we got. All right, so that's what it is, guys. You came at just the right time. It started the rain. Let's see, it's what time? 8 o'clock. Let's take a look and see if I quickly fast forward through this. I should be back to 10 o'clock, so let's fast forward and get through this rain. I went through the pack right now, and there's a couple pieces once I get enough money, I will buy. I want that Fendt sprayer, and I definitely want that that trailer that'll haul lime and all that. That's just perfect. We'll see about using the big disc that's in there too. I might use that over plowing, but that means then I have to start spraying. You love the Fords? Cool. I was never a Ford fan. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Fords. I drive one, but the tractors, I just wasn't a Ford fan as a kid. It was either International was my brand, and then my dad bought John Deere. And the only reason I'm red this year is because I got to drive one of those, so I changed to red for this year. Maybe I'll change to Fendt next year, or next Farm Sim. We'll see. Oh, now it's going to rain. Big time. We're going to get some thunder. You farm, so nice. Nope, I didn't much drive any Fords as a kid in that. The only other brands I ever drove were Minneapolis Moline and Oliver's. Those were the only 2 brands that I got to use on a farm. I did drive some Alice Chalmers, but I did work at an Alice Chalmers dealership when I was like 19 years old. But otherwise it's either been John Deere or International. didn't really get much in the Case IH stuff, but I thought Ford was big over in England, wasn't it? Virtual. Yeah, that's yep. And my cousin was just talking about a T something T1, I don't know, 145 or something that a neighbor had found, and he could get it for like $4,500 or something. But I don't know if that exactly was a T145 he was talking about, because I have no idea about about Ford tractors. But they were talking about one yesterday at our meeting. I don't know if it's maybe it's TW20. The conversation I wasn't much paying attention to. All right, let's see here. Hopefully this will stop shortly, guys, and we'll get back to work. I don't even know if it was a tick. I think it was a smaller. I'll have to ask him. I was hoping he would stop over the night, but we've got to discuss Farm Simulator 25 with him. So, got to see which laptop he's got to buy so we can get it to work. Just for demo purposes, so. Because I really don't want to take my rig outside under a tent in June in Wisconsin. That ain't gonna happen. All right, we're going in an ad break. So hopefully by the time the ad is done, it should stop raining. Why is it still raining? It should stop. Come on, stop raining. Well, that's been like not good. All right, now it stopped raining. Good. Slow it back down. There we go. Time for bed. Good night. Thank you for the raid there, Virtual. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this back up and going here. Now, what would be nice with Farm Sim is maybe in Farm Sim 28 that if you would start to, plow in the rain, it would just, you would bog down and start throwing mud, and it wouldn't be worth leaving ruts in your field. That would be cool. Oh, I guess he hoed in the rain. Oh well. Forgot one tractor. We'll let that. Let's get this harvester going. Okay. We'll wait on the baler until it quits raining completely. My puddles are never going to go down in this field, I'll tell you that. Oh, there's even a new puddle now. Nice. So if you guys are wondering where the puddles and all that are, that's realistic weather. It's on the mod hub right now with the latest update, and have no issues with it whatsoever. See if I can find it for you guys on the mod hub. Realistic weather. And let's see here. Here we go. There's that one. Let me see if I can get it on my. Oh, I do this really quick here. There you go, guys, on YouTube. There we go. Yeah, I very realistic mod is very good. He's done a lot of effort into getting it running smoothly. I do have a lot of script mods going, plus all my auto drive and course play, so my frame rates ain't too bad, but I think with all the puddles that I have on my field, it actually causes maybe a little bit. I don't know where you can find a very good grape and olive storage. I don't think one's been released yet, but you can. You might want to check the mod hub to see what's out there. All right, so this one's finally done. All right. There's a little bit of a indentation there when I put the big grain sallows in. All right. My rock picker here. I do go back into that tractor for I gotta check to make sure I have enough twine. There we go. Might as well do the field closest to me here. The only thing I dislike about the rock picker is it should not make it look like you just discs or cultivated it. It should just look like you tore it up where you need to go back in, and you definitely should see the tire marks, and you should be able to come back in with a cultivator or a disc and rework the field. If that's, if you wanted to be more real life. I do like to see some more real no-till, be able to add like a rye cover crop, and to be able to plant into the rye and then spray the rye down would be kind of cool, but might be a little bit too realistic for the engine. All right, the sun is out. You can quit raining anytime now. See how much stone I'll get off of this field, though. It's like the second time plowing this part of the field, and the other one, I think it's the third. So the more times you plow, the bigger the rocks get. So, if you guys are really looking for an olive and grape storage building, there is now one on the Mod Hub done by Billy Alpaca. So, take a look at that one, download it, use it. I haven't done olives and grapes yet, so I have no need for it yet. But now that there is one on the Mod Hub, we can definitely use it. Get these all done, and then I'm going to move over to my rice fields. I always wonder what it'd be like if it has never rained, because I have not yet had a year where I haven't been rain, rain, and more rain. Oh, come on. Seriously, you're not going to back up and then. Why am I not surprised? All right. Why won't it stop raining? Come on. There. Hey, how you doing? If I can say your name, I'm gonna slaughter it. It's going pretty good here. I'm just trying to force this game to quit raining a little bit. I don't want to waste too much of my day, but fast forwarding it. But it's already been raining for like 15 minutes. It's just got to stop. Yeah, not too bad. It's been a fairly uneventful week, so doing pretty good. Why do you have to go that way to get back to? There's a building there. There we go. It clears itself, but can't. It should be able to read that building there and just go around it. Really? I stream about 2 times a week. Now it's going to be Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to whenever I decide to quit. About 2.5, 3 hours. All right, that'll get there. Thank you for the follow there. Appreciate it and welcome. I'd say your name, but I'm gonna slaughter it bad. All right. You play Farm Sim? All right. Cool. Awesome. All right. What else do I need to do while I'm waiting for? Let's take it through. I didn't get through the cows. Went through the pigs. I'm gonna see when I don't have a lot of milking cows right now. All right. Let's see here. All right. So I am getting milk. It was good. So that's working. Do have any? Okay, so and two. Only got 2 cows milking right now. The rest, I'm gonna have a lot of calves coming up here. When does it show in the 50%? So it could be a little bit before I get more. All right, so we're good there. I got to see what this one is. 3,500. So this has got to be a very good cow. Awesome. All right, so that any day now. Quit raining. I got to get. I'm gonna start baling again. Yeah, this is like a wet field. Wonder what the moisture's at. 51% moisture in this field. 60. No wonder I got puddles. All right, let's see here. What do we got for trees? Cut a few of them down. I got to get more money. I'm running out of cash. All right. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Continue on this rainy, sunny day. Ain't no clouds up there to start raining. It's just stop, stop, stop. Got on my truck. Could have stopped raining already. I don't get it here. Adding rain. One of these times I'll get that moisture under control. All right, so it's showing up as it's not supposed to be raining, but it's raining. And once again, another day. What is it? Is it September? Yes, in October it's going to rain. And the months I don't want it to rain, it's not going to. Well, I know what I can do. I can actually harvest something else. All right, let's unhook this. First, there we go. Because I got linseed to harvest yet. And I got a field of alfalfa to cut. Forget it's the other way around when it comes to this, I think, if I'm not wrong. You got to pull up this way, and then the imaginary bar shows up wherever they store it. I thought this supposed to go this way. What's going on? There we go. Knew there had to be a way. 50. I don't think I've used it since they increased the speed. If I'm not mistaken, Billy, when this was first released, you couldn't go this fast in the reverse mode. All right. Oh, only the AI. That's where I was going with that. I thought there was an issue somewhere. Let me see how this is actually going now. Is it actually going to go to speed? Yeah, because I could have swore it was, even with course play, it was only going to go like 7 miles an hour or something. All right, so something got somewhere for me. We could get this out of the field. Put that away for the year. Get out to the road here. Have that one set on its own. So we're good there. This actually came back. Let's fill this up so I can get some more money. Do I start? Yeah, I can start planning. I got to get some canola in too. I haven't planted canola yet. Rye, don't have any rye, and wheat can be planted. I'm worried about wheat. Canola and barley should start. right, I know where I should go do actually. Let's finish up fixing that field with all the headlands. And I have a big field I'm going to plow, and I think I'm going to put that into wheat. Actually, see what I can sell. I'm going to need a lot of money. I'm not going to get through this month. Remember anything? Figures nothing is going to be ready to sell in September. I'll just pay the bills. What's the other? Co-op is way. Problem is with the Green Elevator Museum, it doesn't really sell. It takes the product and then builds it, but I haven't built it yet. Put that way in a second. One away. Thought I bought a pressure washer over here somewhere. Oh, I definitely will, Billy. I got plenty to sell. I'm just holding back on selling anything right now. And what am I? I'm actually making milk products. I'm making sugar. I got to put one of those cocoa things down to make for cocoa trees, but I haven't done that yet. All right, so where? Well, there's two different versions of this thing. So if I purchase this, this is I don't want to. This one here, you got to get it from the shop, if I'm not mistaken. If we go this way, I gotta remember where it's at in here. I know there's a miscellaneous here too. Tools. Let's see here. Is there a pressure water? Yep, there it is. And this one will be permanently set here. That's a good place for it. Yeah, I have to get my flour going. That's something I should do too. All right. Just fits in here. Thumbs up. Thank you, JD. How's it going? Did you see what's on the mod hub today? Did you look yet? I missed it because I didn't get the page two. I didn't go that far today. Oh, after he suggested I look at the mod hub and see what was there. I didn't see it at first. Like I said, I only got through page 1. I was running a little behind to get the stream going, so I just kind of checked to see if there was anything cool, and I completely missed Billy's mod. All right, what am I doing? He's seen it, I didn't, Billy. I feel bad that I didn't notice your mod there. All right, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I was in the middle of thinking what I was doing, and I don't remember what I'm doing now. Old age. What was I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. All right, we got to get the stagger. I know what I'm doing now. I talked about it, and I completely forgot what I was doing. All right. Oh, on YouTube? Because I don't know. We can change that in a hurry, though. Let's see here. There, now he's a moderator. Good to go. He also wasn't there the day that you became a moderator. Otherwise, he would have been a moderator along with you that day. Because I didn't have any moderators before that. All right. All right. So that's that. Let's get across the field quick. I think it's no problem, JD. Like I said, I wasn't even putting moderators in until that disaster. Never thought of that. I'm all set to demo Farm Sim at the Breakfast on the Farm now. So I got that all taken care of. And I just got to come up with a laptop. Unless he found an Xbox, a new Xbox that somebody had that we could use. I was going to prefer to stay on a PC and demo the PC version, but there was a if there was an Xbox available, we were going to do it that way too. That's that. Yeah, the draw distance on that corner. Yeah, right. You know, an Xbox is expensive. I was looking at the pricing on the new Xbox. It's like, ugh. I think we'd rather buy the laptop. We'll get more use out of the laptop. I mean, I already got I think I got the 360, or do I have the S? I don't remember which one I have. I have the older version. Think about it. When did I buy that thing? Gosh, did I buy that in 17 or 18? It's been a while. Why do I got freaking holes in my? Did that was what the hail took out my corn? Ugh. I gotta check something up, guys. Wonder how much horsepower is going to be for that disc that they just put in the game. I'd use that one. $600 horsepower for that? Dude, I think most kids got their phone glued to their hand, but yeah, but which you don't have the newest Xbox, do you, JD? Not the one that would run Farm Sim. Well, you must because you're running it. No, you're not running it, but that's what I was looking for. Is if somebody had it, we could. I'd rather use an Xbox outside than my big computer. Oh, I know what I was going to check. Here, hold on. Where's the setting I wanted to look at? Narrow field. All right, so there is an overlap on the headlands. I wonder if I brought that up to 25%. You have the newest one. That one will play 25. Nice. Horseplay should make the tire. Let me see if there's a setting in there. I wonder if there's a setting that lets you make the tire marks. Huh. Yeah, because I don't have the Series S. I had the Wave version before that. Maybe it's even 2 versions behind that. Field work. Nice tool. Threshold. I don't think Horseplay has the ability to turn that on. Because technically you should have tire marks from your rock picker. That's why I wanted to get that disc to go back through and disc this after I plowed it. Because once you plow it, you should not get any weeds. Then you should be able to disc it without getting weeds. I think. At least that's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Alright. Gosh, this darn hail. I lost a little bit of product in every one of my fields. I had three hailstorms this summer. 3 tornadoes. You name it, and I got it for weather this year, that's for sure. I wonder what happened if I get a drought. I've never had a drought yet. Alright, let's head this over to field that I named that one. 35, I think. Yeah, it's 35. Alright, while that's going there, we can turn on the baler. BDL maybe? Could be. I mean... Oh, did I send you that this morning? Did you get my text message this morning? With that John Deere sprayer? I think I sent it to you today. I'm not sure if I did or not. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. I did send you the YouTube video of that. Like John Deere released that, and then they released some new balers. And what was their third thing they released? Where's my email on that? Let's see what else John Deere released for today. Oh, they released their F8 and F9 forage harvester, and then their 50R sprayer, 500R sprayer, and CFY or CFV balers. Let's see, is that actually what? Oh, they got a V series, an F series, and a C series for their balers. When he's not there, I'm talking to him, and he's not there. I figured out what BBL was for. Like I said, my brain is off for today, guys. I've done enough thinking for one day. All right, let's get this going here. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I don't have another tractor. I do. Do I use it? I think I will. Let's unhook this. We're going to get some dualies on this thing. We'll send it over to the vehicle shop quick. Get some duals put on that, and we'll put that on the tipper to go pick up rock or stones. Going there. Let's see here. There. See, it's almost there. This is going to be a big field. Hopefully, I'll get more wheat. It's been very tough to get any yield off of wheat right now on this map, for me at least. All right. I do have this sort of mapped out with Courseplay. Ain't perfect. I'll have to redo the whole thing once I'm done with this. But we can at least plow it. Let's turn on field. All right, so we're going to change the settings here and see how this works, because I hate having to go back in. So if we overlap, let's see, let's take it up to 20% and see if that works. Not where I want to start. Where is the start? There's the start down there. All right, so it looks like if I'm driving here for the headlands, it looks like it might get what I want it to do. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Might have fixed my problem. Oh, that's the stop. Where's the start? Okay. It's typically where you drive into the field. And it's over here. And there we are. All right, that'll take. That's not too bad, an hour and 20 minutes. That going. Let's see if he's at the dealership. Yep, he's going to be there shortly. Let's put some duals on this thing. Put a front weight on there too. I seem to always lose my weight somewhere. At least this time they're like focused on the vehicle area, so that's a good thing. Here we go. Aero tires. Work. Yep. Now we're all set there. The farm. Get my rock trailer. Still going. What else do I need to do? That pretty much under control. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to start this one. All right, let's get this all taken care of. We need to turn this back to forward. Right. Shift B. Okay, that makes you dizzy doing that. All right. Hopefully this field will give me some decent yield. All right. Oh, I can't do that. I thought I could do this just like wheat. I guess that's not gonna. Nope. Ain't gonna happen. Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this thing here. This is gonna stay. Okay. I'll go back to the farm because I need to get my forage head so I can cut down my alfalfa field. Since this is not going to work here, guess I should have tried that first, but I thought I could windrow it, but I guess I can't. That's why I got the combine with both headers, just in case. You never know. Blocking the road. I can't believe that thought we had set that up like wheat. It's not. Actually, I don't need this anymore this year, so this actually can go store away for the year. If it's for the 20% bonus, thought I was going to get on this field. That's good there. That there. No capacity for potatoes, huh? What is it missing? Maybe I'm missing something. Water. Why am I not surprised I didn't put water in this thing? Oh, this truck here. Thought I had the right idea. I just never got it over there. All right. I have way too many things going on here. I'm getting a little distracted. Look at how many vehicles down there that I'm actually using. And I'm still pushing over 20 frames per second. All right. Let's fill this up with water again. And then send it to the pig farm. Go. Put it here. Yeah. Have that on for her. Okay, where we go. Then take this to the pig farm. All right. Oh, that actually wasn't too bad for a full. All right, we gotta find my other trailer quick. See where my other grain trailers at. I sent one over there for the potatoes. We have another one over here. What to do? I thought I had a white one somewhere. Let me tab through it. I thought I had a. That's the red one. Oops. Keep forgetting to shut my tractors off when I'm through them. Like that one is running. There, that one's taken care of. Oh, what am I missing? Where's my white trailer at? Thought I had a white trailer somewhere. They back into that one because I have red. I had an extra red one I bought. We're just gonna have to use this one for now. Somewhere down the line, I remember where it's at. Oh, actually, I don't need to use this thing. I know what I can do. Let's use this one. Not the perfect grain trailer looking setup, but it'll do. All right. That there. Too many things wanting to be unloaded right now. Maybe I'll have a decent yield off of this field. Yeah, that trailer was, I think I had it black, but it already wore down to be silver. So I'm just going to leave it silver. Because I could have swore it was black when I bought it. All right, guys. Get this done here. Target position. Let's just make him here. Go in there. Field. Right there. And we'll start job. All right, guys, let's check out. I think I know who I'm going to raid over, guys. This could be it for me today. I got a text message. Maybe I'll get what I wanted to get done today. We'll see. Alright, so we'll go like that. We're gonna go and raid Misty Meow. She's playing Farm Sim, so we'll go over there. Alright. I think I got that down right. Okay, you guys all have a good night. I will be back on Monday. You guys all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.